Hi everyone! So today's video is going to be very different. It's actually going to be really personal. I've not actually shared anything personal on my YouTube channel before, but I really wanted to share this experience that I'm about to go through. Well, I've kind of actually started going through it. I am getting something done to my teeth. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've had this misalignment on my teeth for a very long time, and I finally decided to do something about it last year. And it had taken me this long, so I started going to the dentist in October last year, 2016, and it's now what, May? I'm literally about to go to the dentist in a few hours where I will get my braces on. And I thought, you know what, if I want to talk about it, I'd rather just start talking about it when I don't have them on. So literally got my camera out and here I am just talking to you. I know there's a lot of people who probably also have been thinking about it and just haven't been able to do anything about it. So hopefully, and this is partly the reason why I want to share it too, is that just by sharing and talking about it, you listen to other people's stories and you realize actually it's not that hard, you can get it done too. And at least that's how I made my decision, by talking to lots of people and close friends and family and people in my network, and realize, you know what, I do want it and I'm going to get it done. I've had this for a really long time. I think it started appearing when I was a teen, and at that time I didn't quite take notice of it as much. You know, when you think, yeah, it will go away, like your teeth will straighten. I don't know why I thought that, but I did. I feel like Indian parents just don't really notice teeth as much as I suppose Western people do. Like, I feel Western people pay a lot more attention to the cosmetics of your teeth, whereas Indian people don't. At least that was my experience. So my parents always said, yeah, it's fine, we can't even notice any crookedness or anything, whereas I always noticed it, because obviously you know every part of your body really well, and of course you stare in the mirror and you look at yourself and you know exactly where that blemish is or exactly where things aren't looking that great. So I kept noticing that it's getting worse. And I think we went to a dentist back when I was still in India, and the dentist did pick up that yes, there is some misalignment, so if you want to get anything done about it, you should. I actually already had glasses on, and I was like, if I get braces on as well, I'm going to look like a double nerd. And as a teenager, you're so precious about your looks, right? You just want to look the best and you don't want to have a nerdy look, a geeky look. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna get it, it'll be fine. Then we moved to New Zealand, and obviously over the years it got worse, to a point where I think I went back to the dentist eventually to just find out about the costs and what kind of treatments I can get. I was still in school then, and it was so expensive. What they quoted me was ridiculously expensive at that time, and I was like, not sure if I want to spend that much money. Again, I decided, don't worry about it, it'll be fine. Right, so I then moved to Australia and I started working, and I started noticing a lot more. I actually became a lot more conscious about my smile. So I feel like the left side, so this is my left side, is the, you know how everyone has a nice side and a not so nice side to their faces? I find my left side is the nice side, and my right side, because of this, is the not so nice side. So I became so conscious to a point where if I'm sitting with people, like, you know, when you sat at a table and you've got people on either side, I would always try and grab the rightmost seat so that there's no one on my right side and everyone's only on my left side or the front, so they get that view. And I wouldn't smile as much if there was someone on my right side, because I don't want to show my right side to them. Like, it you know, I became really conscious about my smile, and that impacts your confidence, right? But I think at the back of my head there was still that thing about the costs, and how that dentist in Auckland had actually told me that it's a lot harder to get them straightened when you're an adult, that these things should be done when you're a teenager, when your teeth are still developing. So at the back of my mind there was always that, and I thought, it's probably too late, I can't do anything about it. And then I came to the UK and I started videoing. So I started vlogging. And guys, honestly, looking at yourself in the mirror is one thing. watching yourself speak and just do things on YouTube, on video, every day, it's a completely different story. If I was conscious back in Sydney, well, I think I became overly conscious when I moved to the UK and I started doing my vlogs, because as soon as I watched myself on the video, I'd be like, oh my god, that does not look good, my smile doesn't look good, I'm not able to project as much confidence and just the lively person that I am, just because I was so conscious of my teeth and my smile. So the problem though was that my job here requires a lot of travel, which means I am not home a lot, and I wasn't originally anyway. I was traveling every single week. I was away from home 4 nights a week, and it was ridiculous. So that kept me really busy, and I just did not have the time to do anything about this. But late last year, I got onto a project that gave me a bit more time at home, which meant I could do some more research and actually go to a couple of dentists around my house and actually speak to them and find out what my options were. And I realized that it can still be done. They said the technology has advanced so much over the years that we can provide you with treatments as an adult. It will cost, and of course it will take slightly longer because I am well into my late 20s now, but the options exist. So that was in October last year. I went to a few dentists and spoke with them. I took Pratik along with me and I said, you know what, I really want to get this done. I thought and thought and thought about it. I was really skeptical about doing anything to my teeth because they said they'll need to take layers off to make space for them to move. And I was like, oh my god, that's going to be really difficult. How am I going to eat? And just so many restrictions and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, I backed off a little bit, but because I was still vlogging all of that time, I was like, you know what, I want this done. I really want this done. And the question Pratik asked me was, am I willing to go through this pain or a dip in my confidence even more, because I'm going to have braces on now, in order to get to that point where I'm really comfortable with my smile? And I said, yes, I actually am. Because I can see myself with a nice smile. Hopefully that happens. And yeah, I think I really want that. So I made the decision, I'm gonna get it done. So that was only the first part of it, and then I finally selected a dentist that's quite close to my house, so it's literally walking distance, which means I don't have to worry about commute. And you know, my work schedules are crazy, so if I know that I'm going to be home that day, working from home, then I can just go nip out to the dentist and get my treatment done. So that was that. But I had originally wanted invisible aligners because I don't really want braces. I have a very, very client-facing role. I'm a consultant. I'm always in people's faces talking, giving them advice. So I don't really want to create an image where I've got braces on. I just feel like it's going to impact my confidence even more and reduce my smile even more. In my case, the invisible treatment isn't going to be as effective, or as efficient I should say, as a brace treatment would. And I don't really want a prolonged treatment. I want something that gives me results within, say, 6 to 8 months to 10 months max, so within this calendar year basically. That was my kind of criteria. And they said if I want that, then I should go for braces, because with the invisible ones, they can take up to more than a year, up to 2 years, and I just don't want to do that. So that was again a very difficult decision, because like, oh my god, I finally made a decision to do something about this, and then I can't get invisible ones. But then again, like, I thought and thought and thought, and I said, you know what, I have to go through this pain to get some gain. So cheesy, but that really was it. I mean, I said, I'm not gonna wait anymore. I'm losing time as it is. 6 months should hopefully fly by, hopefully. And I just said, yep, get me that braces treatment started. That was a lot of dentist appointments, as you can imagine, and I am finally going today to, basically what they're going to do is give me tooth colored braces. So it's still the metallic, I think it's titanium is the material that they use, but it's shaded to match the color of your teeth, so it's not as stark against your teeth. And today what they're going to do is literally shave layers off on the sides of my teeth to make space, because when the braces push back against the teeth, they need to be able to grow, not grow, actually move around and adjust and be straightened. So that's what they're going to do today. I'm really worried, but I've decided, I mean, I've read up on it and I feel like I'm prepared. The dentist actually is really good, I have to say. He's probably my dad's age. He's super nice, super friendly. I hope he stays with me for the entire treatment because it's really nice. He explains to me every single detail. He answers all my questions. My plan is to record the journey of how I go through. So once I've had the braces on and I've had some time to, I guess, settle down, then I will shoot again to share with you how it was to get them on, and then every now and then I'll shoot an update. If you've got any questions, please let me know. I'd love to answer them as I'm going through this experience. Or if you've got any advice or tips, if you know anyone who's been through this, if you have been through this, please do let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Hey you guys, I've literally just come back from the dentist and I quickly wanted to show you what the braces look like. It feels really weird talking, but it's probably just something I'm gonna have to get used to. I can feel my lips sitting a bit weirdly on top of the braces and just the pressure starting to build up. So I feel a lot of tension inside my mouth. From a distance, like, you can't tell anything. They're all tooth colored. I've got to be careful I don't bite into hard things like apple, because there's a risk that the color of these braces might come off. Other than that, there's no restrictions. I'm actually feeling pretty good. I was really nervous and I thought there'll be more pain, but at the moment it isn't, although the dentist has warned me that after a few days it might intensify. But so far so good. I've taken some close-up photos which I didn't want to share, but it's obviously no point doing this video if I don't share. So here are some photos. I'm feeling quite optimistic. I cannot wait to see my straight teeth and a beautiful smile once it's all done. For now, I'm gonna go away and give you another update in a few weeks' time. Bye!